I have two great features to show you in Microsoft Excel using Copilot. These are coming out to everyone very soon, and they're both phenomenal features. Before I do this, two announcements. One, I have a live stream this Wednesday, March 18th at noon Eastern Time. You do not have to register to sign up, but I'll put both links down below in the description. One is to watch it on YouTube, and the other you can watch it on LinkedIn. No sign up required, but you do want to be notified about it. I'm covering the Copilot function, and I'm also covering formula completion, which I love that feature in Excel. So those two features. Before I give you a quick preview of them, one more announcement. To keep up with my Microsoft credentials, I'll be speaking in September 13th through 16th at the Administrative Professional Conference, APC Conference in Nashville, Tennessee. It'll be at the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center. If you are an office worker, office manager, executive admin, executive assistant, you may want to come because my sessions then are hands-on and live in person. I'm doing Copilot, and I'm also doing an advanced Excel training session. All right, got those out of the way. So this Wednesday, come see me for these two functions in my live stream. I'm going to do the Copilot function first, and then I'll pop over to formula completion. Assume someone sent you an Excel spreadsheet and you have a lot of companies listed, and you've got the company, maybe you got the number of employees, maybe last year's revenue, but what you're missing is where's the headquarters for this company? There are the companies over in column E. I can do this anywhere I want to. I'll just do this in G. Equal Copilot. That is the new function, the Copilot function. You always have to put in the prompt and put it in quotes. I told Copilot function, give me the HQ headquarters for these companies, and then I highlighted the companies, press enter, and there, right there are the headquarters for those companies right there. Just to prove this works, I'm going to change Amazon to Delta Airlines in cell E3, and it should change to Atlanta, Georgia. Give it 1 second. And it did. Delta Airlines is located in Atlanta, Georgia. That was a really easy one. Watch this next one with the Copilot function. I have this spreadsheet of employees, and we have no idea why. In column C, instead of putting in the actual department someone works in, HR, for example, followed by accounting in cell C3, we got these sentences in here, but it does have the department. I can do this over in column G, but I'll probably do this right next to it in D. Always make sure you never have the same header row twice. So I'm just going to call this department 2. I'm going to use the Copilot function. I typed in equal Copilot, and in quotes again, pull out the department from this list, and I've got all C2 down. So I should see in cell D2, HR, followed by accounting, followed by marketing. Let's see if this is correct. HR, accounting, marketing, there you go. Always check the results whenever Copilot gives you an answer. But this is just a great feature right here. That is a huge time saver. One more quick test. Works in training. D2 went to training. All right, that was the Copilot function. I'll do a lot more different exercises on Wednesday the 18th. Let's now pop over into what is becoming one of my favorite features, formula completion. I'll do 2 or 3 quick exercises on this one. So I have a list here of employees. This one actually is set up correctly. Notice column D is current salary, new salaries in column E. This could be FY 2026, FY 2027. I just called it current and new. And then I have a bonus. Well, I want to know what is the dollar difference, but I need to be real careful here since I've got 3 columns of numbers. So I'm going to call it salary dollar difference. I do have this set up as a table, by the way. No big deal there. Now, here is formula completion in Excel. All I'm going to do is press equal. It says, okay, I'm going to take the new salary and subtract the current salary. And because I have a table, it's using named ranges. Press enter, And the calculated column also works right there. So there is formula completion example 1. Example 2, a little more difficult. I have a fictitious income statement. Just to help me see this, I'm going to swap this from classic to single line. There you go. You can see the whole thing right here. I've got 2024, 2025. Also, in case you're wondering, everything that's in blue background is a formula, and they're correct. B6 minus B7. Right here, we totaled up all the operating expenses. Same down below here, there's a formula and a formula. And we end up with our net income. It's the only one that's not in blue. I just happen to notice that. No big deal. All right. I have a gross profit for 2025 of 775,000. I want to know, what is the gross profit percentage? The gross profit percentage for 2025 is the 775 divided by your revenue, 1.250 million. So I'm just going to go call it, be very specific, gross profit percentage. Now, just to be clear about this, I did not specify whether it was 2024 or 2025, but I could. I'm going to make an assumption that it's going to do 2025, the most recent year. Let's see if I'm right. Again, equal, nothing else. Let it work. It took cell B8 and divided by cell B6, and it's telling me that 62%. There you go, right there. You can format as a percentage. Let's do one more. Net income percentage. This formula should be cell B26 divided by cell B6. And look how fast it is. There you go, right there. Let me just try one more since I'm here. I'm going to abbreviate. Operating income percentage. Should be, yeah, I got it right. B19 divided by B6. There you go, right there. There is formula completion. I'm going to go to town with formula completion on Wednesday. I'm going to do a formula completion using XLOOKUP, which is one of my favorite Excel functions. But just doing equal, it'll write the entire XLOOKUP function and do a calculation for me. Hope to see you on Wednesday, and also hope to see you in September at the APC conference. Take care.